is this is revenge porn.
She was selling my nude photos.
She had sent them to me.
You can't use that for your own profit. What, are you out of your mind? Ms. Rios, you and the defendant used to be friends. Is that what I gather from this? And your friendship ended a couple of years ago.
April of 2022.
That's a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And while you were friends, what I'm gathering from reading the paper, am I correct that the defendant took pictures of you and herself in lingerie? That's either a yes or a no.
Yes.
Okay. What was the purpose of taking those photographs of the two of you in lingerie?
Your Honor, in the beginning of our friendship, we took photos together. I thought, cute, normal friendship photos, but it started to get weird. I know I said lingerie, I meant bikini photos is what we took.
You took bikini photos?
Bikini photos.
Of each other. It is your claim that a couple of years later, what you say is the defendant posted nude photographs of you. Is that what I'm reading in here? Naked photos of me were being passed around on her social media. Do you know where she got photos of you naked?
I'm not quite sure exactly where she got the photos of me naked. I'm assuming it was someone I used to date, and I'm assuming that's how she got the photos.
Just a second. Were the photos that she posted 2 years later of you, because I'm sure you have evidence to show me, were they of you naked or in a bikini?
Naked.
And you never took pictures with her with either you or her naked?
Correct.
But you did, in fact, take photos with someone who you used to date naked.
I allowed someone I used to date
to take pictures of you.
Of me.
Naked.
Correct.
What's that person's first name? Can I see the photo that you allege she put up of you on social media? Can I see it? These aren't naked photos, and those you took together, right?
Your Honor, you have to read the caption. She's selling my naked photos.
Well, these aren't naked.
You read the caption.
I see what it is.
And she
I
was
see these.
Also selling my number.
I'm talking about these.
That one, I crossed my body out.
Yes, I see that. And this one. And these are the pictures that took of you.
Yes.
The screenshot of this says 2022.
I wasn't aware about the photos being posted until my witness here informed me on April of this year.
Oh, okay. But these were posted 2 years ago.
Correct.
Ms. Hurst, your first name is?
Kayla.
Kayla. So you posted those, they're under your name. My question to you is, and I better get an answer that is correct, did you get these pictures, not the bikini pictures, these pictures from?
No.
Where did you get them from?
She had sent them to me.
She sent you these pictures?
I have these pictures.
Where did you get these photos from? And you said she sent them to you.
Yeah, we were in a three-way group chat. Her
With
and
whom? So you know. Mm-hmm. Aha is not an answer.
Yes, I do know.
Do you remember being in a three-way group chat where you sent these pictures so that she got them?
Yes.
So you sent them to her?
I didn't send them to her.
Who did? Okay. Now, is there any reason, because she clearly didn't post them, you posted them. Is there any reason why you posted these pictures, more of me and my hot Latina friend, tip $5 for all uncensored photos, 10 for the photos and videos, and 40 for her number? Now, explain to me.
Yes.
So that this mind understands why you would think that that's appropriate.
Okay, I'll explain, Your Honor. So Marina and I, we were friends for 3 years. We were in a mutual beneficial friendship where we both took pictures of each other and videos of each other where we both would send them to people or try to make profit or money off of.
Listen to me. You never took a picture of either you or the plaintiff naked, and she never took a picture with you of either you or her naked.
She did, and I have the evidence right here.
I'd like to see that. No, dear, this is not naked. This is risque. There's a whole different thing between risque and being stupid, right? Risque, stupid. You know, you're not supposed to take pictures that you don't want to see on the front page of the New York Times. And if you see it there, then you're a schmuck for taking them. So aside from being stupid and schmucky, I asked you whether you and the plaintiff ever took pictures of yourselves naked. These naked pictures were posted 2 years ago. You just found out about them.
How the platform works, you have to pay to see the uncensored. It's not that she is posting them on her platform. She was selling my nude photos.
Is what you were doing with the nude photos, monetizing them?
I was selling my own nude photos.
Oh, then what are these?
We were in a mutual, agreement, though. She knew I posted them on OnlyFans when I took those pictures.
You didn't take these pictures?
No, not those. I didn't take
I'm
those.
only talking about these.
Okay.
Were you selling these photos?
I was selling the pictures of her and I that we took, but I was not selling those ones.
Those ones, that's not English. You want to read what it says?
Because I was selling pictures of her and I that we took together, and those were just the pictures I had posted. But there was pictures that we consented together to take, and those were the pictures that I was actually selling.
Not these! I'm not talking about the other ones that are risque, bathing suits with those string bikinis with your behind hanging out that I actually don't understand, but that's the way people walk around at the beach. They walk around on boardwalks. I actually can't understand that. But that's a bathing suit. That's what they sell. You can go into a store, you can see it. It's 2 strings together with a Band-Aid. But she decided to take pictures. That's absolutely her prerogative. Stupid, same with you. But this, the boyfriend took, and you were selling this picture. That would be a yes. Without her permission. Yes. And it was embarrassing to her. Did you ever post a picture of yourself naked to sell?
Yes, I did.
Yes. You did it yourself, and you monetized it yourself, right? On a platform.
Yes.
I'd like to see it.
Mine?
Yeah, you got a phone there.
Okay.
Show me.
I reached out to the platform to get the photos taken down.
Were they taken down?
Not only were they
Just
taken
these?
down, they banned her from that platform. And I have
All
proof
I'm
of...
asking you is, did they take these down?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, well, nice.
Thanks.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Yeah. What you're saying is, in your claim that this is revenge porn, I don't know if it's called revenge porn, but you're taking something that is potentially humiliating to somebody. She may have been dumb enough to pose for these. Maybe you got smarter since. Evidently, you didn't get smarter. You still think that that's a good idea. Terrific for you. Terrific. But you can't do that to somebody else. You can't post their photograph of them naked that they didn't consent to take for money. What are you, out of your mind? Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $9,000. Thank you very much. We're done.
We were both under the same agreement that we were both selling these pictures.
I'm an educator. I'm not on that platform that she was.
Once we stopped being friends, she turned around and changed her mind.
She became extremely vindictive and aggressive when she realized I didn't want to be recruited on her platform.
We were friends for 3 years. We stopped being friends.
And it's really unfortunate because I thought we really had a friendship, and it's sad.
You know, Sarah, what you know for sure is 90% of brief relationships are just that, brief. And once the brief relationship is over, what's hanging out there like a hanging chad are these nude photographs, now in the hands of somebody that no longer cares about you, sometimes hates you. Certainly the feelings are not positive.
It's a risk, for sure.
So it's a risk, even when you're married.
Yeah.
Half the marriages in this country fail. Why in the world would you want somebody to have possession of something that might prove to be humiliating for you?
Especially when there's entire platforms nowadays dedicated to those exact type of photos. And in situations like this, I'm sure this is not the first or the last.
No, that's why you have statutes that provide now for revenge porn.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, if you're a woman or a man, and if you don't want to see it, don't take it.
Okay.
Best.
All right, this first case alone was crazy. Because this wasn't just two former friends arguing. This was betrayal at the highest level. You got two women who used to be close. They took pictures together, hung out together, trusted each other. At one point, they clearly had the kind of friendship where private things were shared, comfort levels were high, and boundaries were loose. But once that friendship ended, everything changed, and that's when the ugly truth came out. The plaintiff walks into court saying, "She was selling my nude photos." That sentence alone is shocking. Not posting by accident, not sharing privately, not gossip. Selling them, trying to make money off another woman's private images. That's cold. And what made it worse was the defendant kept trying to blur the lines. She kept saying, "We had an agreement. We both did stuff. We both took photos. We both knew." But the judge immediately separated the issue. Because none of that matters. You can post yourself. You can make whatever choices you want with your body. But the second you use someone else's private photos without permission, you cross the line, and the defendant looked like she still didn't understand that. That was the scary part. She talked like friendship history gave her ownership. Like, because they used to be close, she had rights to those photos. No, trust is not ownership. Friendship is not permission forever. Past access does not mean future control. That's where so many people get it twisted. The plaintiff also seemed genuinely hurt. Not just embarrassed, hurt, because this wasn't a stranger doing it. This was someone she once considered a friend, and betrayal from a friend hits different. A stranger leaking photos is disgusting, but a friend doing it, that comes with humiliation, heartbreak, anger, and disbelief all at once. You start thinking, how long were you fake? Were you ever really my friend? Did you always plan to use things against me? That kind of betrayal stays with people. Then the judge dropped the most important truth of the case. Just because someone was reckless enough to take private photos does not give another person the right to exploit them. That matters, because people love victim blaming in these situations. She shouldn't have taken them. She trusted the wrong person. She knew better. Maybe, but bad judgment by one person does not erase wrongdoing by another. The real wrong here was weaponizing private content for money. That's what the court punished. $9,000 judgment. And honestly, that number wasn't just for photos. It was for humiliation, violation, disrespect, abuse of trust. Real talk. Some people only act like friends while the friendship benefits them. The moment it ends, they become dangerous because they know too much. They know your secrets. They know your weak spots. They know what can hurt you most. That's why character matters more than vibes. Anybody can laugh with you. Anybody can party with you. Anybody can say, "I love you, girl." But when things go bad, that's when you find out who they really are. And in this case, she found out the hard way. Big lesson here. Protect your privacy. Choose your circle carefully. Never assume closeness equals loyalty, because some people don't value trust until they're paying for violating it.